For K-Size online career has had its fair share of controversy in 2024.
All right, it seems like we are live. Hey everyone, sit here. Let me open up Discord and ping everybody. Yeah, we are. Okay, so we will be discussing something about the Gen Z generation and how everybody is like pissed off at Gen Z generation and calling them things like lazy, unfit, addicts, and blah blah blah. Hey Algorithm Soft, hey Devansh. Let me pop this out. Hey Suyash, what's up? Hey Tech Debunk. How do you like the new setup, guys? Do you feel like it's an upgrade or whatever? Yeah, better. Looks much more comfortable. All right, thanks. I actually changed my room. This is another room I have in my house. So it has a green background right here. So I was like, I'm not using my second room for anything, so let me just use it. So I just did it. And I'm sitting down now because I think like this table that I have, it has only one level. Therefore, you have to do this. Today, I really want to talk about this Gen Z thing. Like, everybody is hating on Gen Z people, and they are like, Gen Z is unfit, Gen Z is lazy, Gen Z is unemployable, and blah blah blah. That has been like pissing me off recently. So many videos I've been seeing, and I made a LinkedIn post about it. Devansh, you might have seen it. Senior Tesla engineer. I really want to see what this guy has to say. Let me open up. Yeah. Let me come back, guys. Yep. I noticed your feed has a lot of God of War content. Are you a big fan? Yes, I am. God of War is like nostalgia, my whole childhood, like, everything. Google Drive hates developers now. Wow, I have to check that video out as well. Thing is, right, that PS1, PS2, oh hey, code edits, like the emulator that we have called PCSX2, I did download it on my laptop and I played out God of War 1, 2, 3, Ascension, Chains of Olympus, and all of that in my PC that I have currently. In my childhood, I didn't have PlayStation worth buying money. PlayStation buying money basically. So pretty much had to go to like video game parlors and be like, those video game parlors where they charge you like 10 rupees an hour or 20 rupees an hour that you can play with your friends. So pretty much used to do that. But when I got my laptop, RTX 3080, and why Indian developers are not making good games, I saw this video from Varun Maya. And Varun Maya, I would say he's somewhere on point that he talks about that this is not a the gaming industry is basically driven by creative decisions and money, and Indian ecosystem, it doesn't even consider gaming as anything substantial. So why would they invest money into making good games? But God of War, like it's and God of War 2018 version, when I played it, it's so amazing. And just yesterday, or maybe like 2 days ago, I finished Ragnarok. It actually goes both ways. Experience amongst devs, I think less number of people go towards game development, and most of these guys that do, they want to work under an American company like Blizzard or Activision or Nixes Games, something like that. They don't want to form a company on their own and do a startup, because doing a startup will require them to raise budget and seed funding, which Indian investors once again are not going to be able to do. Then there's this tech barrier. The whole technology behind the VFX industry that India has is far behind that the US has. All right, so let's see this video.
The people who can just
I'm
code,
really-
like I mentioned earlier, who've like been coding all their lives, they don't have soft skills. The majority of them are in danger in the future. There are four sort of leverage multipliers you can think of. There's code, there's media, there's capital, and there's labor. The long-term future, I'm talking like 10, 20 plus years of long-term employment, is pretty dire. Learn to build, learn to sell. If you can do both, you become unstoppable. Code will bring all sorts of experience, and that's the way the future's going. You need
Oh, hey Farhan. Hey Spoiled Unknown. True, 2018 was a huge jump in both innovation and story writing from previous titles. Ragnarok was great too. Ragnarok is not as great as 2018. That's a hot take I have. I felt it was more fun playing 2018 God of War than Ragnarok, including Valhalla DLC. Because when I completed Ragnarok, it kind of left a hole in my chest. I was like, I'm not completely satisfied with what the experience has given me. It lacked some of the cool moments that God of War 2018 had. So that's where I was a little disappointed with Ragnarok. It's a good game. I would say the game reached like 70% of its potential, what it had in its sequel. It only reached 70%. It still felt like there's like 30% potential still waiting to be found, isn't it? If you have two options, one AI machine learning and second game development, what will you do? Game development. I don't like AI development, AI machine learning and all that. I have respect for a tech lead. I have respect for the guy because he made a video titled courses related something, and he did speak about the refund policy and everything. So at least I have some respect for the guy. But I like to make fun of him in my own head, not publicly. That whenever he starts to speak something, he's like, let me tell you a story. and then he goes into a story something. लेकिन गेम डेव करके इंडिया क्या कर सकते हैं? ब्रो, इंडिया कैन मेक गुड गेम्स. Most of the talent that is out in the real world, I wouldn't say most of the talent. It's more about, but there is some Indian presence in game companies, isn't it, in the development stage? The thing that they lack is infrastructure. There is no infrastructure or very less infrastructure compared to Western countries for game development in India. That's the problem India has with game development. The government doesn't care about gaming because games like PUBG or Fortnite, they get looked at as something that is time wasting for students. क्या हो गया? इंडिया में क्या कर सकते हैं? There are mythological stories, bro. They can make hack and slash games. They can make. But the thing is, right, whenever game development happens in India, the economy wants quick results. And because of these quick result things, they go into mobile development, mobile game development. Because those are really easy to pump out games into, get it listed on Play Stores, and then hopefully make money off of that. The time factor is also there. Indians are not really, very great at estimating timelines for projects or willing to wait a little extra for projects. And games like Ragnarok and God of War and all that, they require tons and tons of time of research and development and testing and blah, blah, blah. And Indian ecosystem just doesn't allow that. Does it? I don't have a mobile phone to play games, bro. I bought Asus ROG Phone 5S, and 13 months after I bought the phone, the motherboard crashed. And I took it to a service center, and they started asking me 41,000 to repair the motherboard. The phone itself was 42,000 rupees phone, and the motherboard costed 41,000 rupees to repair. It broke my heart to the point where I won't be able to buy a expensive phone anytime in my life. 40,000 rupees for 13 months of phone, it's not worth it to me. And the phone that I'm currently using now, which is a webcam right now, that phone is about 14,000 rupees. And I'm happy with it. If it lasts me a year or something, I'm happy. Actually, it will last me more because it's a Redmi Xiaomi phone. So I'm at least expecting a couple years. Oh, bro, how much risk game matters during interview? Thing is, it's a risky thing. Don't do it. Professionalism is a separate word and risk is a separate word. They don't have any common ground. And it's better that they don't have any common ground. In an interview, if you try to be smart, if you try to be charismatic and all that, it's not looked at as a good thing. You have to be professional in interviews. Reddit nahi Discord. Okay. Okay, give me that story. I'll read it. I'm in my final year, no opportunity. I'm from third year college. What should I do? First of all, watch my video on tiering college problem. Watch my video on it. Bro, thank you for reacting to my recent e-commerce project. I got a lot of traction after that. Happy to do that, bro. Thing is, right? There are certain improvements, I would say, but now that you're here, I'm telling you, I didn't want to say anything bad on LinkedIn because it's not a good thing to do. But now that you're here, I would like to say certain improvements are better. Do you know how when you have the place order button and you click on it, there is no animation to show me that the button click is accepted. So try to disable that button instantly or make it a spinning animation, things like that. You could work on smooth transition between pages. I know it's tough to do, but you can work on that. You can work on the filter side, and when somebody applies some filters, it has a smooth transition from one state of the page to another state of the page. You can work on that. Have you seen that self-driving Bolero made by Indian dev? No, bro. Sorry, I haven't seen it. I think I missed out some messages. Ragnarok built upon 2018. Not much innovation there. The main thing was just the story. Thor's backstory wasn't enough, but was good to get you engaged. It basically set stage for upcoming titles. Bro, Thor got killed. Ah, it hurt. It hurt so much. Odin is Odin is portrayed so masterfully in Ragnarok. I never doubted the fake tier once in the whole game through until it was revealed that it was actually Odin hiding in the shadows. Not even once I doubted Tyr when they found him. But the actual Tyr in Valhalla DLC, that guy is a badass. Like, it's crazy. Like, if Kratos is here, then Tyr is just below him. Tyr can also defeat the Greek pantheon and all the Norse gods. I feel like that is why Odin captured him and wanted him to put away so bad in a cell. मेरे लास्ट 3 प्रोजेक्ट इंडियंस ने लिए थे बट वो सारे आउट ऑफ कंट्री बेस्ड थे ओ राजी इज अ पीसी गेम आरटी सपोर्ट भी है और रेट रेसिंग सपोर्ट ओके यू शुड हैव रिप्लाइड द सर्विस सेंटर 40K रुपीज योर मदरबोर्ड yeah instantly I was like nah it's not gonna happen I rather buy a cheap phone and just make do with it. अच्छा मैं रेडिट में एक परसों स्टोरी लिखता हूँ फिर आज पिंग करूँगा वो पढ़ना मेरा दिल दुखा था उस बाबी की कहानी पर ओके The same issue was with my laptop. It was around 55K and its mobile GPU went down, due to which the display went with it. They asked 40K for replacement and advised me repairing might not be ideal. Yes, that's what happened to me as well. The Asus customer support guy was like, don't send your phone for repair. They usually come back with a crazy amount of money. But I sent it anyway. I'm like, let me try it. Oh, hey, Yugal. Happy to have you back. Okay, thanks. I will work on the animations. But it's not just animations, bro. Like I'm not telling you to work on animations. I'm just advising you. There are certain aspects you can work on that will improve. I don't think that you have a backend service. Do you? Do you know about Hitesh Chaudhary, Chai Code? Yes, I do. Oh, hey, Anas, Ahmad. I think it's your first time here, is it? I don't remember seeing your name. ब्रो वन सीरियस इशू मेरे को लग रहा है भाई जब भी इंडियन टॉप इंस्टीट्यूट की बात होती है ऑल दे टॉक अबाउट इज प्लेसमेंट लाइक आई हैव नेवर हर्ड MIT फ्लैक्सिंग पेमेंट्स प्लेसमेंट्स व्हाट इज फ्लैक्सिंग प्लेसमेंट्स ब्रो हाउ टू फाइंड जॉब्स इन स्प्रिंग बूट you go to naukri.com and put a filter bro that's how you do it Okay, let me come back. I think he meant flex karna. Like MIT gave me 10 crore package. Oh, okay. If you really think about it, what is the distinguishing factor between colleges? It's their placements, right? No college ever says that, oh, we teach computer science in this depth. They don't say that. The whole appeal of IIT, it's not the education that you get at IIT, is it? It's what happens after you get the IIT degree, right? It's the same thing with MIT. There are researchers in MIT, like good computer science engineers coming out of MIT. But the general appeal of MIT is what happens after you graduate, not when you are graduating or when you are studying. So that's the thing they use for marketing or flexing and blah, blah, blah. So it's not surprising, is it? And the thing is, right, the college tag, it's bound to happen. Like if you're in Kolkata, there is a college called St. Xavier's College. And it is the number one college in Kolkata where students proudly say that I am a Xavierian. I am Jadavpurian. Like, you know, that Jadavpur Engineering College is also there. They call themselves um, Jadavpurian, Xavierian, SD Nopani. I am Nopanian. So this tag thing, it happens. Harvard, they have another like level of show off. Like, look at me, I'm Harvard. Yeah, blah blah blah. It's like a brand, bro. It's like a brand. I don't see a difference between somebody wearing an Adidas t-shirt and flexing that they have an Adidas t-shirt to a guy that has like a local brand. There is no like, I don't see a difference in those two things. My father says after BCA and then MCA, you will get big packages in IT. I want to do degree, but my math sucks. Your math will be only a semester worth of studies, bro. You don't have to worry about that. I'm saying people focus on placements, not on innovation and Indian institutes. Yeah, but then MIT is not an Indian institute, bro. Everybody focuses on placements, bro. That's the only reason we go to college in the first place. If you assure everybody that they can get jobs no matter what they do, why would anybody go to college? You go to college, you don't go to college, anyway, you are gonna end up with a job and a fulfilling long time career. Then everybody would just ditch college, isn't it? Why would anybody want to waste time going to college for the same result that anyone else is getting without going there? It's all about placements, bro, when it comes to colleges. I wouldn't say tier 3 colleges don't have placements. They do. But it's a different atmosphere, bro, when you are living in it. I am almost a BCA graduate last year and really want to get into game dev, but everybody in the family advises against it. They're uncertain about future scope, job security, etc. Bro, if you really talk about job security, nothing has job security in IT sector. You are much better off studying for, those. I think it's a GATE exam that lets you apply for government jobs. But if you really think about future of work and job security, you're much better off for government jobs. Otherwise, You are free to take a risk on anything you want. Nothing is certain in this world, bro. Nothing is. Sir, I am following you from many months. Really like your honest point of view and have some new things which you share in Tech YouTube. Ah, thank you, bro. First of all, Anas, don't call me sir. First of all, am I saying your name correctly? Anas? I'm comparing Indian top college with others like what they prioritize. What do they prioritize? At some point, a college doesn't have to advertise itself, is it? Like MIT, Harvard, they don't have to advertise themselves. Everybody knows. As a game dev, study geography and have the best jobs in the world, that is Sarkari Naukri. Uh, okay, let's watch this video. Reality of future tech jobs.
Need to be somewhat of a generalist in the future. It's not going to be math skills that will be the reason you win. It'll be... I'll get to the software engineering now very quickly, but a few years ago, I was in investment banking after I left college, and my story is no private school or anything like that. You can check my LinkedIn or my personal website for more of my personal childhood story. But fast forward, I went to investment banking after university. It's a place where your brain turns to cabbage, is what I always say, because you're basically working 100 hours a week to do Excel PowerPoints, and it's all status signaling. It's basically Hollywood. It's all perception. It's not a place where, if you have a curious mind, it nourishes your mind. And it's not a place long-term where you can live a happy and peaceful life, because at the end of the day, that for me is important. So I left. I did a whole bunch of things in tech, which were all non-technical. So things like business development or product management in startups. I had a swing at some of my own startups, not venture-backed, but sort of bootstrapped. They call it indie hacking now.
Okay, shut up about your experience. Why is coding a leverage multiplier? What motivates you as a coder and founder? Is learning to code enough to mitigate AI challenges? Okay, let's see this chapter.
What I was getting at earlier when I said like the long-term future of corporates is kind of dire, I meant that one needs to know how to like build or code, but those who can only code and not have any soft skills, I think that may be pretty dire in the long-term future. I mean, there's a lot of talk about that already. I think a lot of people that I've had the pleasure to code with at Codesmith are the type of people who come from, let's say, other industries. For example, teachers, accountants, photographers, all walks of life. And that's what I love about Codesmith. And they are phenomenal coders because of the high bar of entry. They come to Codesmith. Well, they've been public speaking. They have empathy. They have all these characteristics where it's not just I've sat at a keyboard, but in the corporate world, these people who've been coding since they were kids, they can just code. They can not really put together a good sentence, whether it's in writing, it's in speaking, and with more and more automation in the long term. Peter Thiel himself, the founder of PayPal and like a Silicon Valley OG, Peter Thiel has said, in the future, it's not going to be math skills that will be the reason you win. It'll be verbal skills. It'll be soft skills. So you got to marry the two.
How does that make sense? He's saying that people who work at big tech are coding from their childhoods. So skills do matter, bro. Yeah, I do agree that at some point you would have to have like people skills, as they say it. But I wouldn't say that you should just ditch coding skills and just, learn how to talk to people. Both skills are important, I would say. So explain why marrying soft skills and coding will become the new norm. Through that. Would joining a coding incentive like Codesmith benefit me? Can anyone learn how to code? How can software engineers compete with AI engineers? Okay, let's see. Oh, hey, curious buddy. How you doing, bro?
Well, the future, we've already seen something like the tool Devin, which is the first sort of...
Okay. How can developers compete with AI engineers? First example is Devin. Nice. Random question. What's the social life in the tech world? It's uncomfortable, it's forced, it's awkward, and all sorts of things. You have to understand, let's say you and I know each other, right? So if you're possibly in the same room as me, we would be talking and we would be fine with one another, right? But let's take you in a random room, placed in a random pool of strangers who you have never met before, and you are asked to play games with them. And games like there is what kind of games? or you would be asked to dance in front of one another, or you would be asked to play charades with each other, you would be asked to play cricket with each other. Like cricket is fine, cricket and football, those things are fine, they unite people very efficiently. But inside an office you would be asked to participate in dancing and cheering and blah blah blah. It's all really uncomfortable. If you really pay attention to people's faces when you watch corporate videos where they are celebrating something, you can see the awkward smile, the uncomfortable smile they are putting on their faces in the backgrounds. You can see it very well. So that's how the social life is. You are expected to show up at your office, do your work, and go home. But that's not where the story ends. The story ends with a lot of HR related activities, team outings, and team building, team bonding activities, and all that. And then the yelling and screaming. Do you know, one time I was working in a company, and they had a new vice president come in. This vice president had like 16 years, 20 years experience in the tech sector. So this guy has like 16, 18 years or 20 years of tech experience. So he is the vice president now, right? So he started joining the stand-up calls, stand-up meetings, sorry, when it was in face, person to person. So everybody in my company, we used to stand in a circle, and somebody would start and saying that, hey everybody, yesterday I was working on this, and today I am working on this. And then the next guy, then the next guy, then the next guy. And it would happen in a circle until everybody said what they wanted. Then there would be a little clap for everybody, and we would go our separate ways. So then the vice president starts to join these meetings, and he's standing there and he's explaining what he was doing yesterday and what he will do now, today. And he proposed this weird, bizarre rule that you cannot say, hey everyone, or you cannot say, hi everyone. You cannot say that. You cannot use the word everyone in your greeting. You have to say hi team, or you have to say hey team, you have to say good morning team, because apparently just saying the word team is a bonding exercise for everybody. Everybody found it ridiculous. But where it got crazy was, okay, fine, one day or couple days, everybody can remember the rule. But at some point, somebody is bound to slip up. Somebody new who isn't aware of the rule is bound to show up and say, hi everyone, yesterday I was doing this and blah, blah, blah. And that's when the vice president started getting pissed off. He was genuinely getting angry that somebody would break his rule of saying everyone and not team. And he used to shout at everybody. Like, I'm talking finance department, accounts department, the tech department, the HR department, any other department you can think of, the staff department. He used to yell at everybody that somebody broke the rule and why it's happening, and why don't you all think about saying team rather than everyone. That's when it was so surreal in front of me. Like, I was looking at the vice president. Obviously I'm not saying anything because nobody has the guts to say anything, otherwise they will get fired, and I had the same threat. But that's when it really hit me, like, this is how corporate is. This is what the industry is. You have to conform to the rules that gets made by people on the fly, on the spot, otherwise there's a threat that you will get fired. And that's pretty much the social life is at tech. It's uncomfortable, it's awkward, and it's like you have to be in a room full of strangers that you have never met before, and you can just hope that you land in your group of, let's say, based on religion, based on skin color, based on where you live, based on your origin, based on the language you speak. And you just have to hope that you land in one of those groups so you are protected. I'm against this groupism and favoritism thing, but people are not against it. People do these things because ultimately making groups, it makes you feel safe. Like, that's why we have friends that share our common viewpoint of the world, or sometimes they are just funny. That's why we do it. Course incoming spotted, video rejected. Yeah, Codesmith is a, code selling platform. Let me see. Codesmith, if I search, then Codesmith right here. Oh, programs overview. There you go. Programs, how to prepare, prep programs, JavaScript for beginners, CS prep, software engineering immersive, start distribution, scholarships, blah, blah, blah. AI and ML technical leadership, future code NYC. Yeah, that's what Codesmith is, isn't it? Anyway, yeah, Devin. um, yeah, the one who knocks. Your question gave me a full nostalgia trip, bro. This is why I'm so remote. I'm so pro remote because you cannot do these things in remote working, or you can because I remember once there was an exercise that everybody had to take their lunches and be present. Sorry, and be present in front of the office call, like those stand-up calls that go on. Everybody has to present their lunches, what they're having, and just a casual call. But it was still a lot less awkward compared to in-person presence. It's corporate cringe. It's the same everywhere. Can you give a brief intro of yourself, bro? I have a full resume video, bro. If you search my channel, that's the first thing that comes up. Like if you click on videos, yeah, there you go. So let me copy this part and I'll give you this. Yeah, so you can add it to the YouTube URL and you can watch my whole resume thing and all that. Like what languages you know? In short, I know PHP, I know Node.js, I know HTML, CSS, jQuery, and all that. Ojas Joshi. What a nice name. Damn. Hey Sid bro, check my message in Discord. Okay. So a few days ago, a father came to my shop to get his laptop repaired. It was Acer Swift Go. And according to him, keyboard and USB ports were not working, but when we checked it, it turned out that it was water damage. After asking more, it turns out that laptop was for his kid to study for NEET. But he was saying that dropped water on it, and we asked him to visit service center, but he told me water damage was not covered by warranty. Service center guy told us, which we understood, so we tried finding a fix, but the damage was more and best move forward for him to get it fixed by service center, as a spare would have costed same, if not more. But he told service center was asking for 55k. He bought the laptop for around 60k, and original price was even more. And he literally was crying. He was an e-rickshaw driver, so the laptop was very expensive for him, and the service center is also in Patna, which is more than 150 kilometers. And for him, it's a big deal to leave a work day and go to service center. I don't even understand why did he even bought such an expensive laptop. Although I wasn't there when it happened, but the technician who works and my father who is dead told me about this. Yeah, that is sad, bro. No, it was this. It was this. On Instagram, the photo that I posted, it was actually the camera angle was a lot far. There was more of the table that you could see. So I fixed the camera angles and the camera is much closer now. So this window that I have, it has like lights shining on my face. So you can actually see it. Um, yeah, that's actually sad, bro. Somebody buying a laptop in the hopes of getting their children to study on it, and now it's unfortunate, bro. It's nobody's fault. I would say it's nobody's responsibility and all that. It's unfortunate, simply put. Like my phone, 13 months after the phone did not have Wi-Fi capabilities or hotspot capabilities, but I never blamed anyone for it. It's unfortunate. These things happen because they happen. There is no like. Freelancing or business is better than job. Ooh. Ooh, 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 ooh. Freelancing or business is better than job. It's all subjective, bro. It's all subjective. I can say I'm a lot more scared with my finances ever since I did freelancing, because I'm not making a fixed amount of money each month. Like I can tell you now that you guys are on stream in 2023, 2022, I would say. 2022, my salary was fixed 6 LPA. I was getting 50,000 rupees every month from the 9 to 5 company I was working for remotely. So 50,000 rupees every month, right? You would say it's much money, you would say it's not enough money and all that, but I would say that I was working from home. So the expenses wasn't there. I didn't have to commute and blah, blah, blah. I could eat homemade food. I could live with my parents and all that, right? But I noticed during that time, I was able to spend money a little carelessly, even if it was less to begin with, or subjectively, it was less to begin with. I was able to spend more money per month because in my mind, I was like, I have 50,000 this month, I'll have 50,000 next month. There is no increment or decrement on that. So why not just live my life and spend the money that I have gotten this month? So, but then I started doing freelancing, and then it hit me so hard that there is no fix, there is no guarantee that I'll make this amount of money this month. Every month it is something else. Like I'll tell you, the lowest that I have earned during this 1 year of freelancing is 5,000 rupees. Is only 5,000 rupees. I was so devastated when I made only 5,000 rupees in February of this year, I would say. So that's a long time ago, like 8 months ago. But this reality hit me so hard. I'm like, oh, holy crap. I'm literally competing with the whole world for clients and all that. Like, when you are about to get a job in a company, you are only competing with the amount of people that have applied to the job, right? 500 people, 1,000 people, it's finite, right? But now that I am freelancing, I am finding gigs on my own. I'm hoping that I get the gig. I'm literally competing with everybody in the tech industry, or even major companies. I'm competing with them. Like that's how crazy it is. So I would not say freelancing or business is better than job. Business is even more terrifying. I can quit freelancing anytime I want, and I can create a resume and I can start applying to companies and I can get a job just fine. They would understand that sometimes people do need some time to try out freelancing. It's not something that is frowned upon. But when you do business, you are automatically blacklisted from applying to any company, bro. You better hope that you don't go bankrupt and you have some plan B or something like that. Because the moment you put your business on your resume, the moment a recruiter sees it or the moment a recruitment manager sees it, they're like, nah, this guy is using us for a stepping ladder in his corporate path of success. We will not hire him or her, whoever. Dhruv Rathi is again going for Bollywood. Dhruv Rathi is such a tool, man. Wait, I saw your new desk setup yesterday. It wasn't this, I think. Day in the life video when. Bro, I don't have an interesting life. That's the whole thing, isn't it? I don't even know what I will show in my video, day in the life video. There's like a crap everywhere in this room. I barely managed to clean this corner, so there's like a suitcase back there. There's like a guitar back there. There's like a chair with clothes on it. There's like a temple right in front of me, and God is looking me right in the eyes while I'm saying these things. There's like a clothes hanger right here on this side of the room. There's like a window here, and the view is outside, not so much great either. I don't know what I would show. Why developers and entrepreneurs building their startup in stealth mode? This is why they do it in stealth mode. Everybody wants to have a 9 to 5, so their normal career goes along just fine and they are getting paid every month, and they are investing some time that they have left over in their startups. And that's why they do it in stealth mode. They don't want people to know that they are working on their startups. And if it fails, if it fails even in stealth mode, right? Sometimes, like, people say any popularity is what was that, any publicity is good publicity. Like, that's the phrase. Like, even if it's bad publicity, it's good publicity. But that's not true. That's not true, because companies do Google your name. They try to find you any online way that they can. And if your startup fails, if it makes the newspapers, or if it makes the news, online articles and blah blah blah, there is a chance they will find out that you have been working on your startup, and pretty much that guarantees a rejection straight away. Yo, what up? Oh, hey, Lasan Mama. Oh, your membership also went away, Lasan Mama. Okay, anyway. Your views on moonlighting. What is moonlighting, bro? I think I know what moonlighting is, but one second, let me just confirm what it is. Moonlighting meaning. The act of working at an extra job, especially without telling your main employer. First of all, you don't owe your employer an explanation of what you are doing outside of your work. The act of moonlighting is not something that I would say is done with contempt. It's done out of desperation. It's when your job is paying you so less that you are fully aware that one job is not cutting out your bill payments and everything. And if one thing that the corporate doesn't do is pay people more, that's the one thing that corporate is not gonna do to you. You are only paid what you are replaced for, according to Dave Ramsey anyway. So moonlighting is done as an act of desperation 99% of the time. I don't think anybody is out there working 8 hours at a job and still being like, nah, I have this drive for working, bro, or I would like to make more money, bro. And would you not say that somebody who's working Monday to Friday at their jobs and then Saturday, Sunday at their startup is also kind of moonlighting? If you are working on your startup in stealth mode, would you not say that that's moonlighting as well? So moonlighting is not specifically when you work at an extra job. If you are working on a separate source of income outside of your job, that's moonlighting. And that's not wrong. It's not wrong. No matter, and obviously corporate CEOs don't like it. They will be board members in 12 companies at the same time. They will have like 7 businesses running at the same time, and they will divide up their energies based on what each business needs. But they would not say that moonlighting is a good thing. Obviously, they will make it sound like we are stealing or we are unethical and blah blah blah. The whole economy has broken us. It has multiple jobs. Yeah. What actually do we sell when we sell a startup? You sell the assets, you sell the IP, the intellectual property, the idea of it, or the patents or the trademarks, anything like that. All of it related to a startup that you had, you give it away. Your server, your domain, your code base, everything belongs to them now. Specifically code base, you can have a copy, but then again, that's not legal. You better make sure that you don't get caught. Is it just code or user data? Oh, everything with the startup, bro. Everything. Oh, hey, Krish.
Of autonomous software.
Hi, how are you doing, Sid Bhaiya? New setup, looking good. Thank you, bro. It's much more comfortable, isn't it? I'm no longer standing, and it's aesthetically, I felt that it was better. Does company also reject someone who has done freelancing? No, they don't. Freelancing is not frowned upon. You can do freelancing as much as you want, and you can still get back into offices. In USA, it's very common to have multiple jobs. In India, it also should be the same. Yeah, I mean, it is the same, bro. People don't say it because it's risky. Admitting to someone that you have multiple jobs backfires on you almost every time. And people are not looking at you 24/7. So what do they know what you are doing in your house by yourself? So do what you want, bro. Hey, I recently joined a company as a database engineer and also working on the back end which is in Spring Boot. I want to go really far in the backend. Please guide me. Then just work. I don't think there is anything I can tell you, but you can just keep working at it. Go through the code, understand what they were trying to do, suggest them what they could be doing instead for a better solution, or don't. It can backfire. Try to get into their mindsets of how they were writing code, so how you can inherit that and you can continue writing code. But there's nothing really, I don't think it is a position that you would need advice on, right? GeoCinema Hotstar domain was bought by a developer. What was that about? I think it's like it's just making the lives of common people hell for no reason whatsoever. A developer bought Geo Hotstar domain, and Reliance were like, no, you did that on purpose. You wanted to extort money from us and blah blah blah. And that's the allegation they put on the guy, and they threatened a legal action. And that guy got support from all over the world, from Germany, Austria, Poland. They were like sending requests that if they could fight the case for him. It is crazy. It's crazy. Where to look for YG? What is YG, bro? I don't understand. What is YG? So they have problem with someone who has done startup, although that person can bring more better experience. Yeah. Because they don't, because freelancing is just freelancing, right? There is no objective to freelancing. You don't get anywhere substantial with freelancing, right? But when you do startup, you are aiming for becoming a brand, becoming a business, becoming a household name, and blah, blah, blah. And that's what the recruiter thinks, that this guy must be after the name, the brand, and the household name. That's why they reject you. First of all, ATBHDX, congratulations for your database engineer job, bro. Yeah, Anas, you could say that it's unfair, but yeah. Where to look for? The concept of UAN in the EPFO portal has made it risky to have dual employment. What the hell? Oh, Employee Provident Fund. Oh, nice. I get it. Well, in government jobs, you are not allowed to have a second job. They pretty much keep an eye on your bank account. My brother is a probationary officer in Canara Bank, and his bank account is pretty much under the surveillance of the bank itself. If he gets a second job and the bank notices that he has some vendor paying him under a company name or whatever, service name or whatever, he's gonna get in trouble. He surely 100% will get in trouble, and he stands the threat of getting fired. That's how government jobs are. So I'm not surprised learning this UAN thing in Provident Fund things, but I think you can get around it by saying that you don't need Provident Fund. Just say to your company, just give me the cash, I'll pay for my insurance. I don't need Provident Fund and blah, blah, blah. I think you can get around that way. Your thoughts on crypto? It's not the technology that depresses me. It's the usage of crypto that depresses me. If people use it for illegal activities, people use it for buying drugs, hire criminals, hire hitmen, whatever. I don't like that. I don't like when a technology that could have been used for the betterment of humanity instead gets used for scamming, for the damage of people and all that. I don't like that. Which is why I'm not really into crypto. Like, there are so many wallets that I could install, like Wazir or what is that? What is the number one crypto wallet app? The Wazir X, I think it's the crypto wallet apps. Coinbase or Bitcoin or Trust or Binance, Coin Wallet, Crypto.com. I have none of these things. And neither have I ever created accounts in all of these things. I have never done it. And I will never do it because why bother? How long would it take for my blockchain to just disappear into thin air? How long would it take my blockchain investment or crypto investment to get rugged? Like people lose millions and millions of dollars in crypto investments and all that. I don't want to be one of those guys. I would rather give my money into mutual fund. But that is a normal thing that people buy domain and sell it. Yeah, it is. But it is the intent that he is getting sued for. Reliance is alleging that you did it on purpose so you can extort money from us. Since I am fresher and that too from finance background and this is my first job in IT, so I really don't know. Don't freak out about it, bro. It's chill. Work your best. Put time into research and development. You will pull through just fine. Everybody feels the imposter syndrome. What you are going through is the imposter syndrome right now. Hello, how are you? New setup looking good. Oh, thanks, Ronak. Happy to hear that, bro. Thank God I'm a private employee. Oh, you meant in government jobs, UAN in the EPFO portal. Okay, I get it. But still, they have lots of other ways to track you. So my brother actually told me that he will use his wife's name and start a business like that while having a government job. So every payment that happens, it happens in her account, and every document will be related to her. So it's better for both of them. Why would a company pay for a code base if ChatGPT can also create it? That's a stupid question, bro. Please don't. It's a stupid sentence. I'm just going to say it out loud. It just tells me that you don't know anything about programming without telling me you don't know anything about programming. I stopped investing in crypto when the FM increased taxes to 30%. 30% taxes, like, ugh. How to grow from service-based company to product-based company and increase the salary? If I knew that, I would have done it, bro. You don't get to choose what company you work for. Most of the time you don't get to choose. You create a resume and you send it out, sometimes to targeted companies and sometimes to recruiters, and you can just hope that you get a call back or you get placed in that company. Otherwise 99% you're not in a position to choose where you want to work, right? Okay, let's continue this video now.
Engineer. I think there's estimates it's like 12% as complete as of a human being software engineer so far, but it can do basic things like pass some technical interviews and take some Upwork jobs and complete them. What I'm getting at is the people who can just code, like I mentioned earlier, who've like been coding all their lives, they don't have soft skills. The majority of them are in danger in the future, because my view is that every company will have, every big corporate will have just a few, maybe 5 or 10 or 2, who knows, depending on the size, just a few of these quote unquote 100x engineers who have, again, been coding since they were kids, but they're another level. They're not like your regular coding since kid. They get paid 10x of everyone else. So you have those people who will be kept, maybe 5 of them will be kept in the corner. It's like, these are the people we don't speak with. Leave them alone for crisis management or preventing hackers or whatever. That's like a small minority, like a few percentage points. And then you have the majority who can code, but they'll become obsolete in my view. And then the software engineer will become like a technical product manager, which is, you need to know how to code, you need to know some UX, UI design, you need to know how to do even product management. A lot of product management is the non-technical aspect as well, understanding the psychology of users. So like UX, UI design, speaking in a lot of management meetings, all of these things comes from pretty much soft skills and the aptitude to learn, and just like a more generalist mindset, rather than I'm just going to learn to code and I'm going to do this for the rest of my life. Because even a lot of the FANG people I've worked with, they've been in FANG for like 10 years, like Facebook, Amazon, Apple, Netflix, Google. And then they come to somewhere like Tesla. And then after 10 years of coding, they just want to be like a staff product manager. but they're a technical staff product manager. So it's given them the optionality to now lean into something which is marrying the soft skills with the technical skills. And their future is so bright, more than anyone else in tech, I think, because these people can code, which you need to know, because the future is AI is going to do some of the code for you or a lot of it, but it still will need a human being to make the overall architectural decisions or the trade-off decisions, or as you say, these elements which humans can only understand or need to do. Because as an example, if software is going to write a blog, already a lot of writers I know who have sold like 1 million plus books, like some of the best-selling authors, and even they're critical of, everyone's critical of, you can just firstly tell when an AI has written it.
I can somewhat agree. I can somewhat agree to what he said. Specifically, the Devin reference was pretty trash. I think this guy is not aware of what's happened with Devin, how it got exposed. First of all, this kid who is named Abhinav Arora, he's getting so much hate because he admitted on camera that his mother doesn't eat chicken, but he does. And it blew up so bad. Like, people are throwing curse words at a 12-year, 14-year-old. It's kind of mind-blowing how the internet behaves. Okay, let's see. Google Drive hates developers. Let's see what this is about.
Google Drive is one of the few Google products I actually quite like. It's not perfect or anything, and yeah, Dropbox is fine, but I've had a good time overall with Google Drive. It's fairly priced, it's easy to use, it's reliable, works on everything, and of course, Google has to ruin that for all of us. Despite the fact that Drive's had a pretty easy-to-use, accessible API for a long time, seems like Google's changed their mind on what we should actually be able to do with it, and going forward, it doesn't seem like many apps are going to have access at all. To be very, very clear, this will not affect your Google Drive account.
I have played RDR2, but only the first mission. It's a slow-paced game, bro. I did not like the pacing of the game. I know it's I know it's a thing. Like me, so many people have given up on RDR2 just because of the slow pacing in the beginning. But they say that it's incredible once you get through that stage and all that. I have tried RDR2 at least 3 times, and I have played the first mission. But somehow I get stuck, like my patience runs out. I'm not willing to invest all the things, all the time that I have. Like, I'm just thinking, like, maybe in a couple years when I have a kid, like I'll become a father or something, then I will buy a PlayStation 5, I'll buy Xbox Game Pass, I'll get a 80-inch TV and all that. And I'll just hand over the controller to my kid. And he or she will play all the games for me, and I'll get to play with them those games. Because I looked at Xbox Game Pass, and it's not even that expensive. It's like $20 a month, I think it is. How much is Xbox Game Pass? Oh, here it is. Ultimate is 829 rupees a month, where you get hundreds of high quality games on console and PC. New games on day one. What is member deals, discounts and perk plus exclusive offers. Oh, fuck that. So let's say 449 rupees a month. So let's say 450 rupees a month, right? In this 449 rupees, when I looked at that, I was like, if I'm spending 450 rupees every month, I better have a lot of time to play these games and actually make my money's worth. Because not only these games, they take time to install, but they take time to finish and play and all that things. Blah, 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 right? I cannot install like 20 games on my machine and just only have games on my machine. I can't have that. I have to have some free space for my other applications like VS Code or any packages that I install, NPM and all that, right? So that's what I thought. When I looked at Xbox Game Pass, I was like, let me be a father and my kid will take on the Xbox Game Pass. They will play everything. I will make them play everything. And then every now and then I will sit with them and I'll play games with them. Only then I would feel that it is worth my investment. Otherwise, it's not. The time that I get, like you guys have 12 to 2 p.m. for live streams, but all the other time that I have, it's for my working, it's for, learning, blah, blah, blah. Sometimes I play Rocket League, and I was playing God of War Ragnarok, as I told you. But that's like late night activity. I don't do that in afternoon or daylight. I don't do that. So when it comes to investing money in Xbox Game Pass, I didn't feel like it's worth it right now, but it will be so much worth it like 6 8 years from now. It will be so worth it. I'll make it worth it. I am working in a product based company since 2.5 years and I am finding it good. It's a service based company, pays more than what I am getting, then maybe I would switch. I wouldn't recommend you switching to service based. Product based is fine, bro. Stay in product based. Grow your skills, I would say, because service based company have their own chaos. Every 15 days, 20 days, you will switch projects. You will be given unrealistic deadlines. You will be crushed to death in a service based company. They will be like, oh, we have a new client, come. And then you will sit with them, you will talk to them, you will understand their requirements, you will start building it. 5 days from now, we have to have a demo on how much is done. We have to give them status updates. Like, you're not going to find good clients in service based companies. The speed of development is so much higher in that ecosystem. So I would recommend you that you stay in product based and you get an experience of 4 years and then you switch to another product based company. Have you played? First chapter is slow, rest is masterpiece. Yeah, I know, bro. I know. Mhm. Does applying for YC company bad? Sorry, my bad. I typed YC before. YG before. Okay. Like applying for YC company as a employee. Like, are you talking about Y Combinator jobs? Combinator jobs. Startup jobs at top Y Combinator startups. Y Combinator. How much you earn from the 29 rupees a month membership perks? YouTube takes 30%. So more like 19 rupees, 19 rupees a month. Yeah. That's how much. I didn't want to put a high tier pricing, really. When I thought about how much should I charge for my live streams, I'm like, what value am I really providing to people? I really started thinking to myself, like, why should I charge anything more than in the starting tier, like anybody who wants to support me, why should I charge anything more than 50 rupees a month? I was like, nah. But then I kept high tier pricing in case you want something from me. I thought about Topmate mentoring. Apparently, every YouTuber does that. Oh, this is a website that has Y Combinator based startups, and you can apply in these companies. Okay. I mean, it's not bad. Y Combinator is very relevant these days. Topmate. So this is like a find the right people. This is like a platform that you can get people to mentor you. Debug my code for issues, certified resume writer for job seekers, personal branding course for professionals, experienced AI/ML professional in finance, software engineer for resume and interview prep, mental health expert for relationship advice. So I thought about signing up to this site. Received 30 bookings in the first month by just announcing my Topmate calendar. I didn't to book an appointment button on my LinkedIn profile. Sharing knowledge has never been so rewarding. Yeah, I mean, but then again, I'm thinking about it right now. Do you know some things like I haven't done yet? I haven't invested any money in the aesthetics of my YouTube channel or whatever, because I don't do it full time. When I start doing it full time, that's when I would do so many things with my YouTube channel. I would like personally, I would dress up better, first of all. Right now I'm sitting in my shorts and my t-shirt, like it's not anything. Then I would spend money on lighting. I would spend money on a good camera. I would spend money on, I think my microphone is just fine. It doesn't need any investment or something. I would spend money on what else? or anything like that. Basically, I would actually make efforts to into being a good YouTuber, but right now I'm not a full timer, so Yesterday, I got an internship offer for web dev, and they said that per project they will give 3k rupees, and you can develop as much project as you want. What kind of, what kind of? But then they ask 400, 500 money for so-called training, and I of course said no. They have new way of scam student. Yeah, that's a scam, bro. That's a scam. Build as much project as you want. Like, what is that? That is so crazy. I used to have this guy who was following me around, and he was telling me that he has some Excel related work, and he would give me Excel related work, and I would like do data entry and give it back to him, and he would pay me money, but I have to pay him 500 rupees for security deposit. And I was like, bro, you can deduct your 500 rupees from the first payment that you give me. And he was like, no, 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 I can't do that. There's a trust factor here that I won't be able to establish with you. RGB lights. Yeah, RGB lights. I would get it. Yeah. I think the current setup is really good. It gives authentic vibes. Oh, yo, baby. Nice. Okay. Let's continue watching.
Account that you go to via drive.google.com. But if you use your Google Drive account in other apps for things like syncing, note-taking, tracking, all sorts of stuff, that's probably going away. Because as usual, Google's making life much, much harder for devs. And IA Writer just got hit hard, and they're not the only ones. So probably time we talk about this, right? Before we get to Google interrupting developers, we need a quick interruption from today's sponsor. Me. We're doing a lot more of these breaking news videos, and months ago, Google changed its API policy and it revoked IA Writer's access to Google Drive on Android. By freezing up Android's main storage option, our app was frozen in Carbonite. It still lived, but we couldn't move forward before resolving it. So this means is they no longer were able to give Google Drive access to new versions of the app. So if they push an update, Google Drive is broken for it. In order to allow users to access the Google Drive on their phones, we had to rewrite the privacy statements, update documents, and pass a series of security checks, all while facing a barrage of new and ever-shifting requirements. This is the publishing on someone else's store experience, but especially on Google. I know that the Apple App Store gets
By freezing up Android's storage option, our app was frozen in Carbonite. It still lived, but we couldn't move forward before resolving it. Wow.
a lot of shit because their policies are really strict, but their policies are strict and consistent. They don't change them very often. Where on Android, they don't enforce them consistently and they change them all the time. So an app that's compliant today might just not be tomorrow. And it's a mess. It's an absolute mess. And it seems like other things going on at Google are now making this even harder, both for the people maintaining the Android App Store and Play Store, as well as for the developers trying to build things for it. Here's an email from April. Google sends these almost weekly. Every time you need to go through a stack of links and things. Sometimes you end up in a forum with a group of desperate devs talking about quitting Android. Yeah, it's bad. I've been there before for really dumb things.
Google sends those almost weekly. Every time you need to go through a stack of links and things, sometimes you end up in a forum with group of desperate devs talking about quitting Android. Wow. This is crazy. Sometimes the tech industry moves in directions that is completely insane. I saw this news article that America is imposing a copyright rule. America copyright rule for ISPs. Something like that. Something like that. A bill was passed where if only there's a suspicion that you have downloaded a copyright protected material off of the internet, you should be taken out of circulation. That is so crazy that America feels like it's some superpower or something like that it can just jump in and makes rules. But copyright content, if your ISP is doubted of, if your ISP, your Airtel or your Jio or anything Wi-Fi provider suspects, not confirms, suspects that you have downloaded something copyrighted material off of their ISP, they are eligible to block you. You will have to get a new internet connection and just hope that it doesn't blow up in that ISP office. It is so insane how crazily the copyright thing is getting protected. I think he's against courses. Well, it's either a scam or they will really send you money. The con is your bank account will be blocked since it will be laundered money. Nothing about money laundering, bro. It's fake promises anyway. I think you are doing fine. It looks candid and not like Harkirat's thing that targets views. Harkirat is so, good and bad at the same time. Sometimes he does good things, where I saw him in live streams and he was creating this chat application, and he's not paying attention to chat. He's just doing whatever, and he's just coding. So I felt like it was genuine, that somebody can sit in the live stream and just watch him code and he can understand what he's doing back and forth with files. But every now and then, like, he goes into marketing so hard that he's like, my super 30 batch and my this course and that cohort and that cohort. First of all, why is it called cohort? I hate that word. It's course. Let's face it. It's course. Yeah, you are batching. You are batching. You are selling. What's up? My English ain't Englishing, bro. I think he's against courses. Okay, Sid starts YouTube as full time, launching Gamma Pro Max course. Nah, bro, I'm never going to sell a course. Thing is, right? I would think, how would I monetize YouTube full time? That's a question I have to answer. Like, I can't think about it right now. I think it will be dependent on you guys, where I would be here 24/7 and I'd be like, you can pay me money on Patreon. So it's a fixed amount of money you're paying me each month. And I could start taking brand deals. Maybe I could start doing that. Every day a new Sob success story he posts on his channel. That's bad. Yeah, that's something. Oh, bro, Sob success. I'll show you something. I'll show you something. You just got me fired up, bro. This guy, bro, this guy is so Sob success story. Like, look at his posts, his community tab. Time 4:30 a.m. My son was moving a lot while sleeping. I touched him and he realized he was a fever. I gave him medicine, then slept, but I couldn't. In my 4 years of IT career, I have mentored and had transformed their life, sharing the interview experience of one of my words. Okay, blah, blah, blah. I don't care. If you are frustrated at work and want to leave without serving notice period, then feel negative about company and manager and engagement survey. Okay, he is like advertising himself. He just made it. He just made it LinkedIn, isn't it? But coming back to the Sob success story, I saw one of his videos and it honestly pissed me off when I watched it. Where is that eye related thing? Yeah, here you go. See. Look at this. Look at this. 10 years experience, lost vision from one eye, but still doing job for her daughter. What would you assume when you look at this thumbnail? You would assume that the YouTuber that is portrayed here, they have lost it. But look at what the first sentence that he says in this video.
जब आपकी मैपिंग क्लाउड में होगी, डू यू थिंक योर लाइफ इज हार्ड? कई बार ऐसी फीलिंग आती होगी, यार सबसे ज्यादा परेशान तो लगता मैं ही हूँ इस दुनिया में, बाकी सब खुश हैं. ऐसा नहीं है. ओके, कभी भी अगर आपको हल्की सी भी चोट लगे ना, मैं बता रहा हूँ, एक बार गवर्नमेंट हॉस्पिटल चले जाना, आपको पता चल जाएगा कि आपसे भी.
Like, right here I was pissed off. Like, just because somebody else is having more problems than me, does that mean that my problems aren't worth anything? Like, it's so crazy. It's such a crazy advice for saying to people that, oh, you're sad? Just go to a mental asylum and then see how many people are locked up in prison and how sad they are. It's like, bro, why are you making it a competition? Are you insane or something like that? I'm not trying to compete to the world saying that, oh my God, my problems are so bad or anything like that. Then why do you have to compare? This is what I assume people say to depressed people, that, oh, just stop being sad. And you as a depressed guy would go, oh, wow, what an advice. What an advice. So Sob success story, this guy, Manohar Batra, has so much on his channel. It drives me nuts. That it's sympathy play, right? It's sympathy. Like, oh, look at me, I'm such a poor guy, I have this problem, or my subscriber had this problem. And that's another thing I would like to point out. Most of his videos are not even about himself. What he does is he takes the experiences of his subscribers or somebody going to an interview that was a subscriber to his channel, and then make videos about that. Manager gives bad feedback. I think manager slapped employee in office. Um, One sec. "3.5 years experience, 22 LPA, dual employment trap, background verification, and a mother." It's about other people that he makes videos about. It's not even himself. That is something again that drives me nuts. But then again, I think he's a good channel. I don't think that he's harming people, which I'm fine with. Like, as long as you don't harm people with your advices, or you don't say anything that actively harms your community or something like that, I think you're fine. You can sell sponsored products you like, tech products, uncle, lol. Yeah, I know. I can do that. And sob story, this Harkirat Singh also does on his channel, the sob stories. Where is he? Where is he? Harkirat Singh. So, your humble beginnings should not stop you. How he got a remote job at 19. Look at the IIT guy talking about humble beginnings. Crazy. So he got a remote job at 19. So he's taking somebody else's struggles and making a video about that. Then I interviewed 30 students from a tier 3 college, my learnings. Like, bro, what are you doing with those learnings? It's so, the tier college, right? Every time I hear this statement, like I'm from a tier 3 college or blah, 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 I'm glad that I made a video about it. Ground reality of tier 3 colleges is horrifying. How he got a 50,000 rupees a month internship in a US based remote startup, and he's an auto driver's son. Like, what does it have to do with auto driver's son? Like, do they not deserve good things in their lives? Do they have like some sort of special struggle they have to go through that other middle class people don't have to go through? But no. Auto driver actually makes for a good thumbnail and a great hook, right? This is actually a good video. I made Stake, the game that where they're like dots and you drop a ball and it goes somewhere. I think it's a very good game that he made. I watched most of the video and I was like, holy crap, this guy does know how to code. But the problem is, right, he's more into marketing these days rather than actually coding. And then this video, e-commerce clone will not get you hired, real world project ideas. And it's like, he doesn't even understand at this point, what is it that gets you hired? E-commerce clones do get you hired. They do have value in it. If you're not going to build an e-commerce project or a to-do list project or anything like that, what else are you supposed to build? Do you have to go out there and build the next Google, build the next Gmail and stuff like that? This is what like blows my mind. How, like, it's so, okay, so this is what I'm most frustrated with, right? As a YouTuber, you are allowed to come on camera and you can say anything that you want, right? But then as somebody who can see the fault in your statements, we have to dive into research and facts and arguments and then debunk the arguments and make a ton of effort just to establish that what you said was incorrect. But the person who's saying the statement, they don't have to make any effort into any research or whatever. They can just say whatever they want. And if you are unable to prove that their statement is faulty, then they just place a legal notice on you. That's the thing that frustrates me the most. Course is like selling lies targeting your insecurities and anxiety. Thing is, right? Okay, see, so if I was selling a course, let's say, first of all, I would not say that this course will help you land jobs. I would not say that. But we have gone so far now that I can't even sell a course because I'm already against selling courses. But then if I never said it, that this course will get you a job, somewhere in your mind you have that expectation built in already, that oh, look at another YouTuber, he's just promising something he cannot deliver. Even if I never said that I would get you a job. So I think we are too far into this. So selling a course is not an option for me. I can completely, like, completely fine with that. Disgusting. Yeah. People tweeting about Kira's courses are kind of fake and looks paid. I think Harkirat is following fake it till you make it principle. Oh, is it? Oh, Trustpilot. Trustpilot. First of all, Trustpilot is a sold platform now. You can't trust Trustpilot. Let's see what comes up if I type in Harkirat. I think it's Kirat Technologies, right? No? Okay, one second. Harkirat Singh, Trustpilot reviews. I don't think Harkirat has Trustpilot. Okay, but Harkirat Singh cohort review for web development. Okay, check Reddit. Let's check Reddit. Harkirat Singh cohort review for web development and blockchain has shared his cohort 3.0 course where he covered full stack dev and blockchain. I'm thinking of buying it, so I need guidance. Okay, fine. He isn't teaching anything special. It's just that all of it is well organized and all of it is available for free out there. Nope, it is not well organized also. It's not that well organized, but definitely a way to go for beginners. Okay, fine. I have been the part of the cohort 2.0 and here's my review. The content is good, not great. You're not missing out on anything groundbreaking. The syllabus is already out and you can just Google the concepts and deep dive. The community is good. Most of them are helpful, as well as I've seen a bunch of people getting freelance gigs and referrals along with bounties. But this only happens if you put in the work, that is, contribute to the projects and be active in the community. I would say that's not a bad thing. I wouldn't say that's a bad thing. If you want jobs, if you want freelance gigs, you have to be active on some level. You have to be in the eyes of everybody. But then again, it's not a meritocracy. It's, yeah. I am from cohort 2. It's not worth it. Follow what others have recommended in comments. Okay. Not worth it. I was in cohort 2. Just get it from Telegram. Nice. For any kind of development stuff, go to Udemy courses at max 500 rupees. Oh, yes. 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 This is what I agree on. If you really want to buy a course, buy it from Udemy, bro. At least they have a refund policy. Like I can, oh, okay, let's check Harkirat Singh course. Okay, so it's 100x devs, I think. Yeah, this is Harkirat Singh's, right? Okay, so fine. Where is refund policy, bro? Where is refund policy? Terms and conditions. Check the word refund. Okay, refunds and cancellation policy. Fine. You are entitled to a refund in the case of the purchase course not being assigned to you within the expiration date from your date of purchase, or if you have paid twice for the same course. Under any other circumstance, we will not consider any request for refund as this is a digital course purchase. This is such a scummy move, Harkirat. Such a scummy move. So only two things you are eligible for refund. If you bought a course and it doesn't get assigned to you, in that case you are eligible for refund. And if you have paid twice for the same course, only then you are eligible for a refund. Otherwise, in no other case, they will consider anything. This is such a scummy move. Like, at least have 15 days of refund policy. At least have something that somebody wants to try out your course and then be like, decide if they really want to buy it. And that's the whole thing with, like, see how much Photoshop he has done on his face. Okay, fine. He has put that much effort into, first of all, these courses are not cheap. 5,989 rupees. Holy moly. Insane. That is insane. There is no trial. There is no such thing called like watch 2 videos for like 100 rupees and then decide if you want to continue the course. There is no such thing called a free trial anymore. Insane. Sid watches, yeah, fake it till you make it. I would say, I would agree. Sid watches Dhruv Rathi a lot. That the third recommended video is of him. No, I don't watch Dhruv Rathi that much, bro. Oh, it's the first one now. I think YouTube algorithm is watching. YouTube algorithm is listening to me. D'Angelo Wallace. First of all, this song, Odetari, Keep Up. This song is sitting in my head rent free from yesterday. I heard it for the first time. This part. This part. It has been sitting in my head since yesterday. And I know I'll grow sick of it in 4 days, but until then I'll enjoy. Stories are on 100x devs channel. 100x devs is a channel? 100x devs. Oh, 20,000 subs. Oh, here we go. Seriously. That Batra guy was referring his viewers to Boss Coder Academy. Yeah, I mean, that's... yeah, that's an unfortunate reality. It's must be a sponsor. It must be like a brand deal, you know, that he has to say these things on camera. I don't think I'm far away from that day as well. New channel, 100x devs. Okay. Yes, his system design is good. E-commerce end-to-end. Harkirat planned his entire YouTube career and Kunal Kushwaha tried to expose him. Oh. I don't think there is any video now. I think it has been taken down. Oh.
हेलो गाइस, दिस इज सिद्धार्थ और आज की इस वीडियो में यार हम लोग रिएक्ट करने वाले हैं कुणाल कुशवाहा की एक जो अभी रिसेंट वीडियो आई है, डोंट यूज डीएसए.
Music these days, same shit, different beats. I don't think I agree with that because I have been hearing a lot of different music recently. Harkirat Singh channel has brilliance in packets, but now mostly marketing for views. Yeah, that's unfortunate, isn't it? He has so much potential. He has such a wide array of technologies under his belt, and yet he's using it to, you know, push courses. If you were in first year, what you will do? Me, I will do an interview with someone after completing my graphs. Okay. Is that a joke? I mean, what are you trying to say, Zafender? Where to learn React from? React. Who's the best guy for learning React from? Best YouTube channel to learn React from. Jack Harrington. It says Code Evolution. Academind, James, React.js full course, React courses for beginners, Pedro Tech, Wolf Den Code. You can watch any of Theo. You can watch Theo, bro. I think he also covered some React videos. Pedro Tech, React in 8 hours. You can watch this. That video has been removed, but he was right, sadly.
Question.
And that's the thing, right? My video on YouTube Coders Are Lying to You will never get removed. No matter how many lawsuits you throw at me, no matter how many legal notices you throw at me, I'm never going to take that video down. I know the importance of these videos that people need to see some side of things that we have to say. And trust me, it was attempted for me to take the video down. It was attempted on me to pressure me into doing it. But I was like, nah, fuck no, I'm not taking that video down. Even, Striver told me to take the video down. I talked to Raj Vikramaditya, otherwise known as Striver, on email, and I explained him my situation, and he was like, bro, take the video down. And I'm like, nah, fuck that. Not gonna do it. Which is when every time I watch Striver standing on stage and speaking things like that, I'm like, yeah, he's confident. But at the end of the day, he also is scared of other people trying to sue him or trying to, downplay him or something like that. He's not like 100% fearless. There is some sort of fear that lives in his mind that he fears that will get taken away from him. I don't have that fear. You can do anything you want to me, really. And I'm not gonna back out of anything.
शीट फॉर इंटरव्यू प्रिपरेशन, तो उस पर अपन यार रिएक्ट करने वाले हैं। अब इसका यार जो मेन मोटिव है वो ये है कि मैं आपको अपना पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू बताना चाहता हूँ मेरे एक्सपीरियंस से, क्योंकि यार मैंने खुद ने भी पूरे
Why Harkirat is doing courses like Udemy courses where he try to touch topics upper layer, then don't try to explain every tiny details. Because it's not in the best interest of people to do so, bro. Why would they care about... look, the entire world, everything that you see around yourselves is based on the bare minimum effort for the most amount of revenue. That's the one sentence that will explain the whole world to you. There is nothing in this world worth investing effort into and make less revenue out of it. The whole idea of management or selling a product is like, how little of an effort can we put into something and how can we maximize the profit that we generate out of it? That's the entire idea. If you talk about increasing the effort on a product, then the first question that will be asked to you is, how much would you think will benefit us? How much would you think that this increased effort will result in the profit graphs? And if it is not good enough, then they'll be like, fuck that. We will just put minimum effort. Everything that you see, like the corporate culture, how employees want to work, it's all about putting in the least amount of effort for the most amount of money. Really start thinking about it. Why are the roads made of asphalt? Because is the asphalt good for rubbers? No, it isn't. Asphalt is way more cheaper. It's easy to make roads out of, and it's basically cheaper. That's why people use asphalt for making roads. And even in India, like those potholes and everything, it's a whole other controversy on itself. But you get the idea. Because asphalt is cheaper and not necessarily better for the rubber tires that we have, that's why asphalt gets used. Yeah, Theo got mad. Yeah, I was actually watching that video like within half an hour that he posted. I was watching that video. I almost had a belly laugh when I heard him say, I love India too. Mean. Someone leaked on Twitter he earned more than 20 crores selling courses. Holy. then why would you create a YouTube channel anymore? Do you know what's really happening with this guy? He seeks clout. He knows that he has clout. He knows that he can almost say anything and get away with it. Like he's taking Samay Rana, he's collaborating with Tanay Pratap and other celebrities of the YouTube tech space. Why is he doing that? Because it brings in views, it brings in more money. And I think Harkirat is the prime example of greed has no limits. He made, let's say, 10 crore rupees. Do you not think that 10 crore rupees is good enough to live a comfortable life for the rest of your life? Why would you put yourself in front of a camera even then? Then you made 20 crores off of selling courses. First of all, it might not be 20 crores, it must be more than that. 5,000 rupees courses, if you really sell it to how much people? 5,000 people? So 5,000 times 5,000. 2 crore 50 lakhs. And I'm pretty sure it's not just 5,000 people he has sold his course to. It's much more than that he sold. So just assuming that 5,000 rupees on 5,000 people have bought it, that's about 2.5 crore rupees. So imagine, it must not be 20 crore. It must be much more than that. Name it YouTubers you feel like they talk raw, real, or get them do a podcast. I don't. That's another thing, bro. Getting to do a podcast with someone. I hate tech podcasts, bro. Trust me, I do. Tech podcast is nothing but two people sitting down in front of a camera and pretend that they are talking to each other, but really saying what they have been wanting to say while not caring for any value to the consumer. I mean, for you guys. That's what a tech podcast is. Why do you think I made fun of tech podcast in my If YouTube Devs Were Honest video? Because I have done a couple podcasts myself. If you go to this YouTube channel called Utkarsh, let me show you. This guy. So I did a podcast with him, and where is it? Huh? Did he take it down or something like that? Oh, here it is. Here it is.
जो फैंग itself जो टर्म
Thing is, I did a podcast with this guy, and you know what I was thinking to myself? Let's say that you watch 20 podcasts, right? Of different YouTubers, different people that you like, people that you don't like, and blah, blah, blah. If at random I told you to name 3 of the podcasts to me, and what did the guy say in the podcast, would you be able to recall it? The problem is that when you are studying, first of all, you should not be thinking about podcasts when you're studying. But when you are sitting in an interview room, are you really thinking about the podcast and what the guest told you in the podcast? Are you really doing that? It's 45 minutes of 2 people just sitting in front of each other saying bullshit, whatever they want to say, and be like, yeah, there is so much value in the podcast. Like, bro, just admit that it's time pass. Just admit it. That it is time pass that you're doing. There is nothing for the viewer in the tech podcast, which is why I made fun of it in my YouTube, If YouTube Devs Were Honest. Because I know that's what they do. And take a look at this channel. See, Technical Suneja, the first autocomplete is podcast. Ishan Sharma is the worst of all of it. He's the worst.
Dark web.
Everything about Ishan Sharma is crap. Okay, so here what the introduction is of this guy.
तो जितना कमाना कमा लिया।
एक बहुत अच्छा क्वेश्चन है। मैं तो बोलूँगा कि
See, just check out the introduction. Listen to this.
आप कंपनी के लिए लॉयल होते हैं, बट कंपनी आपके लिए कभी लॉयल नहीं हो सकती है। देयर विल बी अ टाइम जेन कंपनी कैन एनी टाइम विदाउट थिंकिंग कि आपका कितना एक्सपीरियंस है, दे कैन आस्क यू टू लीव, एंड दैट हैज हैपेंड विद लॉट ऑफ पीपल। मैंने अपनी आंखों से देखा है, और आज भी होती है और आज भी हो रही है।
एक और चीज में बात करना चाहता हूँ। नाउ layoffs are very common in companies, in IT companies, right? What do you think, क्या वो reasons हैं layoff के इस टाइम पे जो कंपनीज करती हैं?
और
स्वागत है जी आपका एक नए
There you go.
पॉडकास्ट में। आज जो मेरे साथ गेस्ट है, इनका 20 साल का एक्सपीरियंस है। इनका नाम है रोहित। करंटली अभी जेनपेक्ट के लिए काम कर रहे हैं। इनकी 20 साल की जर्नी कैसे रही, और जब कोई 20 साल वाला बंदा अपना एक्सपीरियंस शेयर करता है तो वो सारे इनसाइट्स आपको आज जानने को मिलेंगे। क्या 40 के बाद जॉब में रिस्क रहता है, कंपनी आपको नजरअंदाज करती है, वो आपको जानने को मिलेगा इस पॉडकास्ट में। जैसे जैसे एक्सपीरियंस बढ़ता है तो क्या भैया जॉब रिस्क भी बढ़ता है? हैं या बैठना चाहते हैं तो मुझे यहाँ पे ईमेल कर सकते हैं। मैं या मेरी टीम से कोई रीच आउट करेगा, हम आपकी स्टोरी समझेंगे।
See, he is charging people to be on his podcast. Technical Suneja, 483,000 subscribers. It is not the organic reach of people that he is getting, that he is bringing on to his podcast. If you want, you can pay this guy enough money and you can go on his podcast. Do you think it's worth it? That's what I think of podcasts. That eventually, I think Joe Rogan podcast is a very organic podcast where the production companies pay Joe Rogan, like companies. Actually, then the Joe Rogan podcast can be said the same thing too. But then again, I would say podcast is a business as well. Something that could have been very organic, being like two YouTubers who are very prominent in their fields. They could talk to each other on camera, being like no money, exchange hands or whatever. But then these guys come along and they ruin it for the rest of us by making it a business. They will be like, you can email us, you can pay us, we will hear you out, we will bring you on camera. It means that how many people have interviewed the guy and he didn't like them, and this one guy made it. Insane. If I really wanted to charge money for you to bring on to my podcast, I'll bring in any guy on the road. I will bring anyone to my podcast, being like, talk about your life. And everybody has something to say about their lives. Everybody loves to talk about themselves. I can use that. What do you feel about Ishant Sharma? The guy is the worst guy. He's the worst guy. I mean, some of his opinions are like so crap.
अच्छे से उसके बाद आपका इंटरेस्टिंग सा पॉडकास्ट है।
It honestly blows my mind how people like Ishant Sharma became so popular as they did. I don't think there is any insight or anything that he says that nobody else says. I don't think there is that. Oh, if I wanted to become a freelancer in 2025, I would do these skills. Okay. I would learn these skills. He didn't say I would do this. The reality of an Indian software developer in USA, and he is like interviewing someone. I watched it for some extent. I got bored and left. 35 lakhs a month. Do you know how he really makes money, Ishant Sharma? He owns YouTube channels. He owns a production company that allows people like Codedam, or he provides facilities for YouTube channels to grow on YouTube. That's what he does. That's how he made money. It's not like he had some skill and he presented that skill in front of people and he made money that way. It's not that. He founded a company, he created an online persona, he created a brand out of it, and then he bought YouTube channels and placed them under himself. I think AVTV is under his production company as well. Does Ishant Sharma own AVTV? Yeah, mark it up. YouTube channels that are owned by Market Up. Owns several YouTube channels, including Step by Step, blah 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 blah. I think their website will show how many YouTube channels they have. Portfolio. See, Parikh Jain, creator and founder. Marketup is a really cool agency to work with. Mehul Mohan, founder, CodeDam. Kushal Lodha, founder, KAGR, LinkedIn Top Voice. Then Sahit Krishna. Okay, fine. So some of the YouTube channels are under Ishan Sharma's company, and that's how they make money. But I don't think that this guy has anything to say that is really valuable. I feel like he's just one of those come and go YouTube channels that just flaunt about unemployment. Unbelievable. His most popular video is how my 12-year-old sister earned 1500 an hour freelancing on Fiverr. Make your first 10,000 rupees freelancing in 30 days as a student. How to start a business in 2024. What actually works. And because he has Ashneer Grover in the thumbnail, maybe that's why. 14-year-old prodigy coder says IIT Bombay is his backup. Wow, nice. Don't start freelancing, the hard truth. They tell you how to do freelancing, and then they tell you don't do freelancing. Completely insane. I don't like this guy. I would be honest. It screams marketing. It screams clout. It screams, wanting an online image. It screams that. Quant trading is niche field. I don't know, bro. I don't even know both of the words, quant and trading. What are your views on trading stock or crypto? I don't like crypto, bro. Teaching comedians to code. Yeah, Samir Raina, Harkirat brought him. He is greedy. Yeah, they do. They are greedy. But my question is how a person is getting placed from his courses. Those person interview he shares now. Yeah, that's how. And his Super 30, I think he has some tie-ups with recruitment agencies or something like that. And he gets you $1,000 a month job or 50,000 rupees a month job. Like, that's what his selling point is. Like, that's the kind of placement he gets you. $1,000 is like 84,000 rupees a month. That's what he flaunts about. I am in the course. Okay. Best of luck, maximum effort. What do you feel about Ishan Sharma? Ishan Sharma is way worse. But what does Ishan Sharma do in his startup that makes him 35 lakh rupees per month? I think he has some kind of tie-up with YouTube channels that he owns. That a YouTube channel, first of all, you can assign somebody your YouTube channel. You can make somebody manager of your YouTube channel. You can do that. So then maybe Ishan Sharma has a deal with these guys that, hey, I am an agency. I will help you with your YouTube channel, but you have to make me the manager, and there will be a split between the profits that you rake in. Which is why when you watch Mehul's video from CodeDam or Parikh Jain's video, you can see some sort of similarity in coding styles, in editing style and things like that. Because I think the team that works for MarketUp are the team that helps these people edit their videos to make it, visually appealing and all that. I think that's what's going on. AVTV is from Varun Maya. Yeah, AVTV, yeah. But ABTV is such a good channel, isn't it? Some of the videos that I've watched from them, mind-blowing research that they do. ISRO video, I didn't really watch it because I'm not that interested in ISRO. Hi, how many friends do you have? None. I would say none. Real life, I would not say I have any friends left. The thing is, right, I think life happens to you. I'm married now, so what would I do with friends? I have acquaintances and I know people that I speak to, but I wouldn't say that I have friends. I don't go out of my house. I don't hang out anywhere. I just sit in my room and I code basically as a software developer and then do these live streams for my social aspect. So I wouldn't say that I have friends anymore. The college friends that I used to have, they all went their separate ways. They got married and now we don't talk anymore. We don't talk anymore. We don't talk anymore. So that's happened. Then my colleagues, they don't talk to me. Sometimes, most of the times, they don't talk to me. Sometimes they do reach out via WhatsApp or Facebook or things like that. When I make a LinkedIn post, that's when some of the colleagues that used to know me reach out and say, "Hey Sid, nice to see you growing." But the gym buddies, I already told on Discord that I don't talk to anybody in the gym because I've had 3 gym buddies in the past. And when your gym bros leave you, it leaves you devastated, inside. Which is why I don't talk to anybody in the gym anymore. So pretty much I would say 0 friends. I don't want to make friends anymore, even. 19K internet friends on YouTube. Yeah, you can say that. Yeah. Harkirat fits in Tumabad movie. Okay, I don't know what that movie is. मैंने इसलिए ईशान शर्मा को देखना छोड़ दिया. He tells what to do, but never did those what to do. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. When you can't even follow up on your own advices, what kind of person does that make you? It's like just saying things for the sake of saying things. Do you know Varun Maya? I do. What do you think about Dravya Shah? Whoa, who's Dravya Shah now? I never heard of Varun Maya's video left me in a very confusing state. You know, like one of the video that I watched of his, Career Tears. This video that I watched 2024.
We probably have like.
Where does he put full stack? Okay, I can still see
In the bank. So they started letting go of many of these engineers. And we had a huge.
Oh, I can see C grade full stack dev.
My career, sort of, at least the professional side of what I did, building apps, building that time web apps, and
Oh, hey Akshit, happy to have you here. Ki hal chal pra? All good, bro. All good. वही that's it. What are your views on Robert Kiyosaki? I don't know that guy.
I think being a full stack developer or being a developer is very close to my heart. It is probably the most important thing I've ever done in my early years. But is it a good job role in 2024? My answer is, let's find out, is... Let me explain.
No, you don't get to explain. That womp womp sound that he played when he put full stack developer in C tier fired me up. I'm like, this guy is going to get it at some point in my life. I'm really going to make a video about this guy. I was so angry at seeing this guy, how he put job titles in tiers. I'm not specifically angry about full stack developers put in tier C. That's not what pisses me off. It pisses me off that he has taken the dignity out of jobs and he has decided that he's the one who gets to tier jobs. Like, that's your opinion, sure. But when you are such a big YouTuber that you have 642,000 subscribers and you have gotten 192,000 jobs, people are going to make decisions out of this. If somebody sees their idol YouTuber that they look up to and then they follow, that they are tiering jobs, saying that a content creator is way better than a full stack developer, bro, shut up. A content creator, he puts in A tier and full stack developer in C tier, shows how moronic of a guy he is. First of all, he took the dignity out of all the jobs. Fine. What is the common ground that you decided the jobs tiers? What is it specifically that made you decide that this job gets to be in this tier and this job gets to be in this tier? Pay? Is it skills? Is it how hard is it to get into? Is it the competition? Is it the demand? Is it the supply? And he himself said it, that his tiers don't mean anything. And if his tiers did not mean anything, why did he play that womp womp sound in full stack developer? Isn't that to just dignify that, oh, you thought A tier? No, womp womp, C tier. That's what he did, isn't it? And I also found out that this guy does YouTube Shorts videos where it's not really him presented in the front of the camera. It's actually an AI model that he uses. Like one of these videos, I think.
You can no longer buy video games. Well, technically, you haven't been able to for a while, but now Steam is finally admitting it. Steam has now added a warning to customers that they are only buying a license for a game and don't actually own it. This is ahead of a new California law forbidding digital storefronts selling games from using terms like buy unless they tell players they're only purchasing a license. Now, this law was taken into action after incidents where the difference between owning a physical copy and accessing a digital license became problematic. For instance, when Ubisoft shut down the servers for their game The Crew, players who had bought the game lost access entirely. But this shift from owning to licensing raises serious concerns for us.
I think this is AI generated. Let me check the comments. I think this is not AI generated. Oh yeah, see this comment. It is AI generated, lol. I think, bro, you are also AI generated.
This robotics company, Clone, just unveiled its musculoskeletal torso, which has an actuated elbow, 24 degrees of freedom in the hands, human-like shoulders, and it even has a rib cage. But this got me thinking, why do
I think we will find AI explaining AI. See, first comment is AI explaining AI. And this leaves a sour taste in your mouth, isn't it? Like when you, like for me, when I entered his shorts category and I started watching it, I did not think that it was AI talking to me. And I was watching an AI. And if I'm not against using AI, but if it is blatantly obvious that it is AI, then I'm fine with it. But if you deceive me, and this guy was successful in deceiving me, that's what broke me. I'm like, bro, I trusted you that you are real. Why did you make it so, like, you know, that uncanny valley where I cannot decide if you're real or not? And then when people confirmed that it was AI, then I was like, screw this channel. Lying to an audience is such a, you know, you lied. You did not use AI, and that's not what I have a problem with. But you used it to deceive people. What is your view on Dhruv Rathi? I like Dhruv Rathi, first of all. I like him. But there was an incident where he was addressing the NEET exam scam, where people were killing themselves because of their exam results and all that. And he literally said that I have never identified myself with an exam, and you should not either. You should buy my YouTube content creation course for 500 rupees and you should start YouTube content creation. And I was like, how stupid do you have to be that you are targeting such a serious topic of students killing themselves, and yet you are shameful enough to plug your own course inside that? That's what I think about Dhruv Rathi. He is a good guy. He does talk about things with open chest, and he is not scared of anybody because the guy lives in Germany. But still, What do you think about Dravya Shah? Okay, let me check Dravya Shah. Dravya Shah. What? Which one is it, bro? This one? Dhara Shah? These are songs. Okay. I don't think this is this one. Dhara's Wonderful Life. Is this one? At Dravya. Okay. Oh, Dravya Shah. Okay. 5.2 subscribers. Okay. 31 videos. So he's a pretty new YouTuber. Okay. Fine. I built and grew my AI app from 0 to 6,000 users in 6 weeks. Here how. It's called marketing. Speed run building a full stack app in 10 minutes. In 10 minutes? Wow. Imposter syndrome is real, but it changed my life. I don't think this guy gets to have a judgment just yet. If he makes it big, if he comes into the spotlight, that's when we can judge him. Otherwise, he seems like a genuine guy. lmfao.tech half a beginner's guide to basic rocket history, beginner's guide to rocketry, demo, lmfao tech, talk to an AI launch video, save space. I think this guy is good. Don't code in JavaScript. Wow. Okay, nice. Think it's a pretty new guy. It's fine. We should let him. मैंने इसलिए did it actually work in the first place? What is your view on Dhruv Rathi? What do you mean? Did it actually work in the first place? Oh, work for him at the first place. Okay. Bro, I want to learn editing but can't learn because of the price of Premiere Pro and After Effects. The secret ingredient is crime. Do you know Varun Maya? What do you think of Dravya Shah? Get into PC website. Yeah. That's true. What do you think about Love Babbar? Love Babbar is one of those idiots who leads with money to sell his course. Love Babbar, 612,000 subscribers. सबकी प्लेसमेंट लगेगी. This Diwali DSA busted. वाह रे वाह. वाह. Oh, 2 years ago. Sorry. Okay, that's a quick judgment I passed on him. Watch this before buying a coding laptop. Fine. This happens after giving 108 software interviews. Fine. Master the aptitude test for placement. Free resources inside. I think there might be a course plugged in as well. The code help.in and 2 more links. See how he cracked an international placement offer. Like, what do I get from watching him, bro? Top 1%. There we go. Top 1%. The made up club. Experience as a judge at Crazy Innovation Challenge in Bangalore. Oh my God, he's a judge. Oh wow, he's a celebrity. Fine. Learn data structure and algorithms as an absolute beginner in 2024. Again, course incoming, opinion rejected. Launching live data structures and algorithm bootcamp. Complete placement course. He's a marketer, bro. He's a marketer. That's all he. Devin, I still cannot believe like Sharian's coding school went all in on Devin being like, oh my God, this is going to be the technology to replace everybody. I am using cracked Premiere for 3 years. Never faced any issue. Same here, bro. You can get into VSDC code editors. Sorry, not code editors, video editors. I mean, you can use VSDC. I don't think it's that bad. It may contain, have a separate machine for editing. Yeah, you can say. VirtualBox, you can use virtual boxes for that. Nah, I can't risk. Or Robert Kiyosaki. I think I know that guy, Robert Kiyosaki. He's that rich guy who says, that says that debt is an amazing thing. You don't pay tax on debts. Yeah, this guy, such a tool, bro, such a tool. This guy says that you don't pay taxes on your loans, which is why I love loans. And I'm like, bro, did you forget about interest rate? Do you not pay interest on your repayments that you pay back to the bank? Like, do you really think that banks are such idiots? If anything, bank interest rate is more than the loan interest rate. I mean, what did I say? Oh, taxes rate. No. Taxes rate is much higher. Okay, so there is a difference between taxes rate and loan interest rate, but that doesn't mean that it doesn't exist. First of all, why are these videos getting pushed to me?
For most of
It took me 25 plus years to realize what I'll tell you in 10 minutes. Like, what does the YouTube algorithm think of me? Like, I'm some 80-year-old. I hate it. I hate it. It's the It's the same thing as, that 80-year-old grandpa sitting in front of you and being like, Bacha, don't do these mistakes in your life. See the likes, only 8.8K on a 190K views video. Yeah, I mean, his dislike ratio, dislikes must be so much on his video. So many dislikes. Because let's face it, YouTube is filled with software engineers. We need YouTube to play in the background while we work on our stuff. So when these engineers must have seen that womp womp sound, that's when they might have decided to hit the dislike button. Your hair look great. Are you growing long? What's your hair care routine? I never thought that you guys would like my hair, bro. Seriously. Just shampoo, just, normal, take care, use oil or whatever. Don't say anything bad to German Shepherd. Where was it? The German Shepherd, bro. Okay, maybe I missed out. Do you think Dravya Shah is genuine? Okay, fine. Do you agree with this as a senior only marketing in tech? On some level, yes. On some level. I would not 100% agree on that. On some level, yes. Sandeep Maheshwari. Sell out, bro. Sell out. That Sonu Verma network marketing guy that he brought on his show to promote him. When you don't do research on who you are about to bring on your channel or your show, what does that say about you, bro? Seniors or people with experience get unfair advantage for sure. Yeah, you could say that. You could say, yeah. How is Code with Harry? I don't like the guy because he was absolutely terrified with Devin. And in my mind, if you are a 5 million subscriber YouTube channel, not 500,000, not 50,000, but 5 million, if you have that many subscribers, how do you get so visibly scared of a technology right in front of your fans? What does that say you? What does that say about you? I have 19,000, bro. I'll take over the government. I have so much confidence. So watching Code with Harry get so visibly scared made me lose all respect for the guy. What are your views on Chai or Code? Chai or Code, that Hitesh Chaudhary guy was following my controversy when I was the hot topic. Where he was following my controversy. I'm 99% sure of that. Because his videos were lining up with what was happening in my life. And I was noticing it. Chai or Code, I would say he's a good guy. He is knowledgeable. He makes good content. Also a marketer, a course seller. Him, Nishant Chahar, Lab Babbar, Harkirat, Ishan Sharma, Who else? That one YouTube channel who we might not we should not name. Or who else? Kunal Kushwaha also has courses. I think I'm not sure. Who else in the Indian tech space? Who else is there? Like all these guys, all they do is talk about their course and they. Oh, Code Dam also has courses. Varun Maya must have courses. What does Aditya Nalavade do? Do you think modern stack is saturated? No, I don't. दिवाली का त्योहार दो भाई को कोर्स के उपहार. Learn to use Notepad++, Eclipse, Inspect Elements, Stack Overflow for fresher. Yeah, that's not a bad advice, I would say. Why do most career advice channels focus on college students or newcomers to tech, but often overlook those who are already in the industry and are struggling to advance? Because we don't know how you are struggling to advance. So Thomas, 17. Could you explain to me, there seems to be a gap in support for mid-level professionals who face unique challenges in leveling up their careers. What would you say your challenges are, Thomas 17? There seems to be a gap for mid-level professionals who face unique challenges in leveling up their own careers. I think one of the major problems with mid-level engineers is the comfort zone. When you get a job in MNC, like Microsoft or Google, whatever, the big players, your life is good, right? And that does put you in a comfort zone. And when you think about these companies who are doing innovations with new tech, something new that has entered the market and that has so much potential, that's when these people are conflicted. Like, what do we do at this point? Do I quit my comfortable job where I was getting paid good money and I'm having a good life? Do I leave that, or do I go to the new company who might make me millions? I think the comfort zone is a dangerous zone to be in for any employee. I think the employee should be having a sword hanging over him, being like, you can quit anytime you want. Because once you enter the comfort zone, your manager is good, your team lead is good, your company manager is good, your ecosystem is good, your payment is good. It puts you in a dangerous position. That is dangerous. Then before you know it, you have spent 20 years of your life in that company. And then you look back and being like, I only learned like 3 things. How do I keep up with the new market? That's a dangerous thing, I think, with mid-level engineers. And the reason they don't get covered, because bro, it's all about money. It is all about money. If I talk about beginner level things, beginner level, like I'm pretty sure 19,000 subscribers, I think 10,000 of them must be freshers or college students. I'm pretty sure of that it must be the case. And then if I just talk about more and more generalized things, then it will cover more and more freshers. And they are the ones who are impressionable, and they are the ones who will be like, who will put comments, who will buy things that you have to sell and all of that. Because as I said in my video, how the world works is the least amount of effort put in for the maximum amount of revenue. And freshers are the perfect definition for it. I'm not saying that in an insulting way, freshers, so don't take it to heart. But you guys are the demographic that these YouTubers will always target, because you are the ones that don't know anything about corporate to begin with. And you are one of the ones who are available, or who have money in their pockets to pay to these YouTubers. So the definition of putting the least amount of effort to making the most revenue, freshers is the perfect market for it. For mid-level engineers, you have to put an insane amount of effort, and then still you would not find people who are willing to pay you for it. That's the reason mid-level engineers don't get covered. Thomas, I hope you're still around, that you heard my answer. No more standing streams. Does this not look comfortable? I mean, so many people said it looks comfortable. NeoVim कैसा लगा? Nice. It's good. I still have a lot more to learn. Daulat Hussain, how does he blockchain? I don't think everyone who sells course is bad. It's not necessarily bad. See, thing is that if you are a marketer, then be a marketer. Always be like, I want to sell a course, I want to blah 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 and all that. Don't try to put marketing tactics. Don't try to pull scare tactics on people. Don't say that if you don't buy my course, then you won't be able to land a job or blah blah blah. Don't do that. Because when you do that, that's when it makes you a bad person. So I do agree. You are allowed on YouTube to sell things that you want to sell, whether it be a course, but course selling is so borderline dangerous, because if you promise to someone that you're gonna get a job and if they don't, it destroys their lives, bro. It's dangerous to sell courses that way. If you made a promise that, oh, buy my course and 3 months you will be in Microsoft, then it doesn't happen to you. It puts the blame on yourself. It's what I talk about normally. I think you've heard it. I think you've heard me saying it multiple times by now. What does Aditya Nalavade do? Okay, fine. Let me search. Aditya Nalavade. Is this a kid? No? Oh, this is the guy, 99. Nice. He is a 191 subscribers channel. I would not say he's a big channel yet, so I can't form an opinion just yet. I don't think so. Anyone can learn 20 LPA with just basics in DSA. That's not only thing used in the industry. Yeah. Anyone? I don't think so. Anyone can earn 20 LPA with just basics and DSA. That's not only thing used in the industry. I'm confused by your statement, Vinayak. Are you saying anyone can earn or they can't earn? It's confusing. Every course nowadays is about one stack. No. One stack is saturated. So buy my other courses. Robert Kiyosaki buys some assets which give more returns than bank interest rate. Not possible, bro. Inflation will never match the bank return interest rates. And funny thing is, loan is taken by putting the same asset as security of loan. Yeah. You know about 2008 crisis. Yeah, the stock market and all of that crisis, right? I do. Robert's template. Take loan, buy assets, rent them, pay interest, or take another loan, enjoy residue. Keep the while loop going infinity and beyond. Bro, it's so stupid. It's so stupid. Never going to happen. Never going to happen. Your bank will make sure that the property that you're buying doesn't generate that much income. If this was possible, then we wouldn't have any property left to buy, would we? In USA, 4th largest bank of America collapsed. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I know. I don't think everyone who sells code. Okay, fine. Bro, Code with Harry doesn't get scared like you said, but he said technology can be like this, could take over you guys and competition will become so much that work hard more on yourself. No. Code with Harry was scared. Watch his video. He was scared. Devin is here. This is the end. Watch him.
आपने जॉब ले लेनी है, ठीक है, ये अगर आपने नहीं किया तो जो पर सेफ है, ऐसा मुझे दिखता है। ये मेरा अपना ओपिनियन है, शायद आप डिसएग्री करो, शायद आप ये कहो कि नहीं यार, सीखना पड़ेगा, एआई एरा में अडाप्ट करना सीखना पड़ेगा। और सच यही है कि एआई एरा में जो अडाप्ट करेगा वही आगे बढ़ेगा। एनवीडिया के सीईओ ने भी यही कहा कि यार देखो, आने वाले टाइम में हम अगर एक पर्टिकुलर काम कर रहे हैं तो उसके लिए हमें कोड करने की जरूरत नहीं पड़ेगी, हमें सिर्फ प्रॉम्प्ट की जरूरत पड़ेगी और प्रॉम्प्ट्स देकर।
I don't think I have the time to watch all of the video. I can't really pinpoint where he was scared, but this video did give off the vibe that he was scared. Do you accept every LinkedIn connection request? I do. I never reject anybody. Let me see. Okay, right now I don't have anybody, but I accept everybody. No more standing streams. Maybe I'll do one. No? Okay. TCS में कैसे जाएं? Bro, if I knew how to do it, wouldn't I do it? Wouldn't I be in TCS? It's the same thing for everybody. Just apply and hope that you get views, that you get callback. Graduated in 2023, currently in a startup. Oh, you are in a startup, so it's fine, bro. Just keep applying. Do you know the Cherno? What is the Cherno, bro? Oh. Oh. C++. Okay, we are talking. He wrote this out by hand. Code review. Stop using std vector wrong. Remaking my first game in 3D in my own game engine. Tetris clone. Real world weather. Work like singletons. Nice. He seems like genuine guy. Subscribed. Harder than it seems. 5-minute timer in C++. Make C++ WebAssembly game for the web. Why did this C++ code fail? Worst bug in my game engine. I remade my first game. Bro, how did I not hear about this guy so far? I'm gonna watch his videos. I'm gonna check his guy out. Nice. What would you rate your teaching skills? I don't know, bro. You guys tell me. It's free videos that I post anyway, so I never really put any effort into thinking, how can I make this video better? So you tell me, what would you rate based off of the 60 videos that I have as tutorials on my channel? Bro, you are only talking about the negative sides of a YouTuber like you did with Code for Harry and Sudeep Maheshwari. Why did you consider that 1,000 positive sides instead of one or negative aspects? Fair point. Everybody is, like, everybody has some nice things. Everybody has some not nice things. But I think I got, Code with Harry, I would honestly say I did not know about the guy. I never really followed him. I never really followed his content because he's beginner level and I'm obviously intermediate or advanced, you would say. So I never really followed him. But I did not like the general videos that he makes. In one of his videos, it got attention into my eyes, the Devin video. And that's what I saw. His attitude changed because of Devin. And first of all, I dislike anybody who ever fell into the AI will replace developers shit. I dislike anybody. No matter how many positive sides you have, the whole reason of being a software engineer is that you have critical thinking skills. You can think analytically, critically, like you can think with logic and all of that. And I heard the news of AI will replace software developers at the same time as these developers did. And I lost respect for all of those developers that fell into this bandwagon and they started shilling products out or they started shilling courses out. Because you know how this perspective changes. You can be a very good YouTuber. You can be having 1,000 good things with you and you are selling courses. So it's fine. But then you tell your freshers community that, oh my God, Devin is here and AI is here and we will get replaced. Do you see how the perspective changes? Now you are not selling your courses as something that will help students, but it unfortunately became a scare tactic for your courses because the students who are already scared about not landing a job will think to themselves that my favorite YouTuber just said this thing. Like, that's what I'm getting from your comment, Madink, that you are a Code with Harry fan. That's how it will affect everybody that is a fan of Code with Harry. That if my idol is so scared, then I should be scared as well. And maybe it is true. And unfortunately, that is a conversation that is still happening, that if Devin will replace AI engineers, unbelievable to me. And that's what I did. I ask questions. I raise questions. I ask people, tell me how it will replace developers. That's what I raise. And that's what the critical thinking skills of mine comes into play. Like, I'm able to think for myself on a scale to replace software engineers. Is it that easy? I have covered videos on my channel, and do you know why I did that? I did that to maybe hopefully get somebody to listen to me and then think for themselves. That's what I always strive for. Like, I don't want you guys to blindly follow me and not question me. Like, I am glad that you said this question, Madink, that you are questioning me. And that is something that I always want. I don't want blind followers. I need people who are able to think for themselves and are able to question and raise a finger back. So if you are willing to do this with me, why don't you do this with Code with Harry and all of these channels? Like, yeah, they are good people. I wouldn't say that somebody is inherently evil. And that's what I did. Anuj Bhaiya, that one YouTube channel that I called out for Devin selling courses, he isn't necessarily a bad person. But that's the perspective that changes. Once you are a good YouTuber with 1,000 good things and you're selling courses, but the next day you tell everybody that Devin will replace everybody, AI will replace everybody. Now your courses are not your products. Now they are becoming a protection layer for your students. Now do you get it? This is why I don't like people who fell into the bandwagon of selling courses and then saying that AI will replace us at the same time. That's when I started losing respect. And Code with Harry is the biggest player in the game. He is literally the #1 educational YouTube channel in all of India. And maybe he goes outside of India, but fine. 5 million subscribers is what I saw in him. That he has 5 million subs and then he's visibly scared in front of the camera because of Devin. Because while making the video, could he not take like 10 minutes to think about things through and through to really come to a conclusion whether it will happen? That's what makes me lose respect. Like, that's the responsibility that we have for you. As a viewer, I don't see you guys as somebody like an asset that I could withdraw money off of. I see you as genuinely somebody who I have to put a good path on. I have the responsibility to put you guys on a path where you can think for yourselves and you can make decisions for yourselves and you can live a good life. So why don't these YouTubers who are so big have the same responsibility? Why do they always parrot the same words that the general media is saying to them? This is what made me lose respect for Code with Harry or anybody who sells courses and says all of these things at the same time. I think now you are clear, Madink. It's only my view. Please don't get me wrong. No, it's fine. You can always point a finger back at me and raise questions. I will never take it in an offense way. Okay, I will send a connection request now. Yeah, thanks for that, bro. Via TCS NQT. Okay, maybe that's a hiring fair. Is this possible to open company at age 13 like Gajesh? Something is really sad about starting a career so early on. Like, when are you going to enjoy your childhood, bro? When are you going to have experiences with people the same age as yourself? Why do you want to get in competition with 40 and 50-year-olds and then get into business tactics and marketing, blah, blah, blah? So possible? Yes, it's possible. Why not? Harkirat tier 100 to North Pole startup 50 LPA showcasing anecdotes regularly. Tanay. Front-end is king, back-end automated, playing ultra laser with developer DSA and 3 LPA roadmaps. You can say, give TCS NQT test, you can appear multiple times. Oh, okay. That's a good advice. Kunal Kushwaha promoted spammed open source contribution like cakewalk to bang 100 LPA remote job. Worked for him greatly to bag a marketing DevRel job which is on site, but allegedly by his choice. Nice. On social media, mostly on Reddit, they said paid NQT is fraud and you do not get as much opportunity now if you get to do that in sales, while paid NQT is for fresh college grads. Okay. I agree. I've sent you a donation request. Please check my first post that I posted yesterday when I was to get scammed. The new professional fraud is going on. Check that out and please make people aware. One of the scams that I saw is drop servicing. I'm thinking about making a video on that. Maybe I will. Making content to make software developers and scared that software developers will be replaced. Yeah, exactly. Paid NQT not worth it. Don't give it. Nobody's saying for paid NQT, bro. They're saying that just give TCS NQT test. Which is better, web dev or DevOps? You are comparing apples to oranges, bro. It's completely something else. So wow, I feel my head is light. I feel lighter in my head just yelling about YouTubers. Anyway, the thing that disappoints me with YouTubers is that where is the critical thinking, bro? Like, if you are having some credibility that you are about to appear in front of your audience and stand for something, where is the critical thinking? Where is the empathy? Where is the research? Nothing is there anymore. They are just like pump videos out without thinking. Just pump it out. Do you know next video I'll be covering? I'll be covering Gen Z specific video where I've been watching so many videos on Gen Z being like they are unfit, lazy and blah blah blah. I want to challenge that. Oh hey Mayank. One NQT happens on campus, other is paid NQT which you can register on TCS portal which charges around 800 I guess. Paid NQT is $9.99 whereas free NQT is I think for final students or those who graduated 2-3 months ago. Oh. It's something that I'm not aware of. Like what is NQT and what is that? Which skills in 2024 get paid well? The same thing, the same skills that were 2023, 2022, 2021. The same skills, bro. Which will be the more beneficial doing things in depth with understanding or just following a tutorial? Like I started HTML, it is taking a lot of time. Also, I think there are a lot of things to cover. Nah. HTML literally takes 10 minutes, bro. You can just right click on any web page, view page source, copy paste the code, and you will be good to go with HTML. Which I think I won't be able to cover web dev since I'm in my 3rd year of college. Get demotivated when I see students doing it from 1st year. Nah. You don't know their life story, bro. Stop comparing your life story with someone else's. Somebody getting aware at the later stage of life or earlier stage of life doesn't determine how successful they would be. The only thing that will determine how successful you will be is yourself and how much hard work you are willing to do. That's the only thing. Don't compare yourselves to your juniors or somebody else, basically. Yeah, I heard your view on Gen Z. It was good. I agree with that. Okay, fine. NQT is aptitude coding based paper. Okay, aptitude or coding based. Okay. You have to give in offline centers of TCS. Oh. Learn C language properly. Best investment. I would say, yeah. Good advice. Yeah. I did TCS. NQT is easy AF, but you need to handle input and output carefully without console output. Wow. Really? Sounds like a... And see, it is now 2:40 p.m. and I'm still not standing. I'm sitting down and I'm still I still have energy to even go further to 3 p.m. now. I think I see the advantages of my new setup already. Like it gives me stamina to sit around and do streams. I am learned stack dev for 3 years. Now I am moving to cloud and DevOps field, but also I want to be more involved in low-level programming like Rust, just to secure my future. Yeah, you are. Yeah, completely. You are in correct direction, Mayank. Full agree, 100% agree. In fact, could you teach me DevOps a little bit? I'm also interested in learning. What is the Rust dev market for India entry level? Search it on Naukri, bro. You will find it. It's the money. That's how it gets valued. Okay, guys. I think I will wrap up the stream here. What would you prefer, coding as a developer or secretly using scripts to do a data entry task in 1 hour for which you get a week to complete? No. coding as a developer. I don't want to automate tasks and sit around all day. I'm not in that field. I would rather be hit with 20 problems, real world problems of coding that I would solve rather than taking a way out for making money. Okay, guys, I think I will wrap up the stream here. Thank you for being here. Thank you for hearing me out. Comment on the live stream after. Just tell me how much you like the setup. And bro, I want some suggestion for you regarding office culture. Should we have to be connected with them emotionally? No, fuck no. No, no, no. Never be connected to your coworkers emotionally. Never ever do that. Ever. Never ever. No. So okay, guys, that's it for today's stream. Thank you for being here. Let me know how you like everything. Did you agree with me? What you agreed on? What you disagreed on? And I will see you in the next stream. Bye bye. My roommate advised to smoke cigarettes to get stamina. I changed my flat. Okay, bye guys.